Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where legends are made and titles are won. Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Today, two teams collide in an old-fashioned SEC showdown. As we'll see, the Kentucky Wildcats taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Kentucky about to kick off to get things underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Alabama's offense will start this game off. And here comes their leader, Jesse. He just has a way of elevating everybody's play.
And he's a point guard, too. So good at distributing the football, finds the open guys. He makes this offense go.
Makes it go, and just, you can trust him. Everything is available, but you're not playing with one arm behind your back. You got all guns blazing.
Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Big-time playmakers on the outside. Now, look, Alabama's had great receivers. Ozzie Newsome, David Palmer way back in the day. But nowadays, it's sort of part of the DNA for the Crimson Tide.
Man, the run they had for several years was unbelievable with Judy and Ruggs and Cooper and Devontae Smith. Like, we can just keep going on guy after guy after guy that they had that wore that uniform that was a big-time elite playmaker on the outside.
Looking to move it through the air. Got it set up on the outside. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
They're just trying to sneak the back out to the right side there, but great job tackling on defense against a guy who's hard to bring down once he has the ball in his hand.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Stopped after making the catch.
My old coach said, don't never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Looking to the big tight end. Pulls it in. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. This offense doing business in the red zone. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a 1st down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
And oh, did they know that one was coming. They'll knock him down in the backfield. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Keeps the legs moving. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in a spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. And you can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back. You got to make that tackle. You can't.
Touchdown Tide! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Wildcats offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football.
They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
Nice run there on first down. You know this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Jet sweep, trying to get the edge. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Man, you just hold your breath every time this particular receiver gets the ball in his hands. Because of his speed, he's dangerous to score every single time he touches it. That time on the jet sweep, though, the defense did a better job playing team defense and getting him on the ground.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Still on his feet at the 45. Pick. Down and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. When you play in a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Deron Haynes, the Marcel Dariuses when you play on that defensive front.
And the funny thing is, Reese, I can keep going. Quentin Williams, Will Anderson, like the list goes on and on and on. Just elite level recruiting on the defensive line, on the edge, is how they built this dynasty at Alabama.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. It's a draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return. The coach might have preferred a fair catch. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Lets it fly. Makes a connection. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catch.
He caught it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. A lot of we are's inside that stadium today. Penn State is running away with things, and that offense looks unstoppable. They're up 14 over Iowa. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Dropping back, it's Collins. It's complete to the left. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Taking it the other way. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Alabama! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate.
Oh, picked off. Bringing it back. He's out of bounds at the 9-yard line. The pick, the return, and the offense will be threatening.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Fast motion from the offense. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. The offense lining up for a first down play. He'll put the tight end in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll run play action. Looking left. And that is interception number 3 on the day. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Back at it to open the quarter with this first down play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Crimson Tide snaps it from the red zone. On the option. Now the toss. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Snags it. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
On first and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Direct snap. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown Tide!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They scored fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Quarterback now breaking the field. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
At the 45 on its way. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the chains for the first down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, defense is about getting off the football. And when that defensive line can be disruptive and get in the backfield right away and mess up those pullers actions on those counter plays, it can be really advantageous for the defense. Great job by the defense being hyperactive.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll bring it back. It's Adams. He gets a block. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Kickoff team takes the field after the punt return for the touchdown. Let's see what they've got in coverage now.
Kentucky, 0.
On the move from inside his 5. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
And oftentimes running backs love draw plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second, so the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he's stopped. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Going to the running game. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on 2nd and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable 3rd down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in 2nd and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
Kentucky sent out the punting unit.
Number 6, on to kick it away.
He'll bring it back. It's Adams. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse did love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute throwing and running the football game.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop down right now before the half? They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Really good job by the defense seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bama. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. He breaks a tackle. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. On the return, it's Adams. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David. You've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Hawk, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too. Before this defense gets to go in at halftime to potentially make some adjustments, show you some different looks in the second half. Whatever you've been doing, it's working. Keep it up.
And here comes the offense on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Finds the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. Alabama pushing the tempo. On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been third down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
This quarterback is having a day, man, and right there he was looking for touchdown pass number 5. He has been dialing it up. He's been throwing strikes. We haven't seen him miss very much like he did just there, but what a game this dude is having.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Tuscaloosa. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. And with that said, let's send it back to the guys at Bryant-Denny Stadium.
Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys, you got guys out of the portal, you put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's third down now. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Here comes that Alabama offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Working that left side. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! And the beatdown has ensued. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Kentucky, 0.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
And nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right?
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they got it at the 48.
Not all DBs make the play in the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You can tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
He's got it. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. He is having a day. Already visited the end zone 3 times, and he might get back there again soon, David.
I mean, just crazy. He's getting open. They haven't had an answer for him. You think at some point you go, all right, he's not going to beat me anymore.
unleashes one deep. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. And we like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Young. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Sharp. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Now on the move. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. He'll take it himself. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And the stomping has commenced. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws. Motion
from the offense. The receiver on the jet sweep. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Line getting set on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Kentucky sent out the punting unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today.
Return runs out of bounds.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, he drops to throw. Got his man on the right.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Bringing it back, it's Adams. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll throw it on first down. Pressure coming. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. We'll get this quarter going with a second down play. On second down, wants to throw. A strike downfield. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. Touchdown tie! And the pummeling has started. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. South Alabama is in front. They've answered the bell today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by a field goal over UTSA. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. In caught downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Hines is back in the middle.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
They're trying to get to it. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. Running it back, it's Adams. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. Line gets set, first down. Using his legs, it's Young. A 7-yard pickup, it'll be 2nd and 3.
In situations like this, offensively, when you got the lead in the fourth quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there.
He tries to take the top off. And he makes the catch inside the 20. Waltzes into the end zone, but he might be dancing the other way. There's a flag on the field. The penalty wipes out the big play and the touchdown. It is just a punch in the gut for any offense. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. He's looking to throw. Coming after him. Keeps it going. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their... Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 10-yard line, and what an example of the defense setting up the O.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Touchdown, Bama! And the punishment has been extended. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
It's first down from their own 23-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Makes his connection. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Right on target with that last pass. Now it's second and medium. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. The Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. First down sack pushes it back. Now it's second down.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
Throws to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. He wants to throw. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
On first down from the 13-yard line. Finds his man down the middle. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. To the air on 1st down. Trying to burn this defensive back. Pulls it in on the left. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Complete downfield. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Buys a little time with his feet. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass hits, picked off. Got room on the return. Past the 30, past the 20. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it, keep chucking and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Young.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Buys a little time. Oh, he loves to fire downfield.
And the defense gets the big 3rd down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on 4th down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. Like, these are positive signs from a group that you know needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue to get better.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing today. But Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Let's see what they've got on second down. On the option. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. It's a reverse. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Marked out of bounds at the 11-yard line.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Touchdown, Alabama! And the route is on. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. One more play to pad the stats. Going up top on first down. Hit as he throws. And the ball falls to the ground, incomplete. The game is over, and that's just sort of how this one has gone. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, out.